Some places are more than just a backdrop. They become part of the history. For nearly a century, this stadium has been a stage for some of Texas's biggest football moments. The Cotton Bowl opened its doors in 1930, long before Southlake became the community we know today. And as we celebrate 70 years of Southlake's history, it's fitting that Carroll Dragons football is adding a new chapter of its own at a place with so much history behind it. Hello, Southlake. This is Shawn McCaskill, the mayor of the city of Southlake, and welcome to SLK City Spotlight. This week, we're at the historic Cotton Bowl Stadium at Fair Park in Dallas as we get ready for the State Line Showdown between your Carroll Dragons football team and Jenks from Oklahoma on Thursday, August 27th. Joining us today to talk about this historic game are Dragons football alums and state champions, Justin Padron and Ryan Jacobson. And guys, welcome to Southlake City Spotlight.
Thanks for having us, Mayor. We appreciate it.
Ryan, let's start with you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the Dragons football program means to the Southlake community?
It means a lot to our community because it gets everyone involved. It's not just about the football players and coaches. It's about the Emerald Bells, the band, the color guard. Everyone kind of comes together. It's a chance, 5 nights out of the year for our hometown to host other communities and show them what we're all about.
Justin, 3-time state champion, so you've been in a lot of football games. But the first game of the season is really important. Why don't you tell us a little bit about any experiences or memories of your first games of any seasons?
Oh yeah, first game is where you get to set the tone for the season. Back in my day, it was a fun environment. It was something you look forward to, getting to wear that logo on the side of your helmet and get to go out and play with your buddies that you've grown up with. And so if I had any advice for this year's team, it would be, man, play for the guy that's next to you. You've done a lot of work in the off season and you guys are prepared and ready. Now it's time to get out and go have fun and show it.
We are back in Southlake at Carroll Senior High School in the new weight room, visiting with the head coach of the Dragons football program, Coach Lee Munn. Coach, welcome back to Southlake City Spotlight.
Yes, sir. Excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to getting ready for the State Line Showdown here in a few days at the Cotton Bowl. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the preparations of the team and the coaching staff for this big game to kick off the season?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the kids are just excited and ready to play an actual game against an opponent that's not us. You get into fall camp and you kind of beat up on each other. So I think the big thing is they're just looking forward to playing somebody else, but also getting to represent the state of Texas in this matchup.
It's true, and Cotton Bowl's been the scene of a lot of historic games involving Texas teams against out-of-state teams. What does that mean for the Dragon program and the tradition to have such a venue for the first game this year?
Yeah, that's part of the reason we did it. When we reached out to Jenks, Oklahoma, and we were kind of trying to decide where the game should be located, we kind of settled on the Cotton Bowl because of the history with Texas and Oklahoma. But our kids are excited. It's the first time I've ever been to the Cotton Bowl. I know it's going to be the first time for a lot of our kids. And so we're just going to try to do our best to represent the state of Texas and the history that it has in that venue.
Thank you to Coach Lee Munn and Dragons football state champions Ryan Jacobson and Justin Padron for joining us for this special Southlake City Spotlight. We'll see you all here at the Cotton Bowl on Thursday, August 27th for the State Line Showdown against Jenks from Oklahoma. Until next time, that's it for this week's Southlake City Spotlight.